Alright, what's up, Sagittarius? Here are the messages for August 2026. So, let's just get to the powerful program I have for y'all. So, for August, Sag, 2026, unity says unity is the verb of the month for you. This spiritual pressure is perfect for a boss level of trust in your day-to-day and your trust in others. Give good energy for your peace of mind. Give good energy for your peace of mind. And then I wrote Taurus plus Sag plus Mercury. So it was the cheat code. Taurus plus Sag plus Mercury equals Sagittarius, right? So then that means I read Taurus. I'm going to read Taurus's message, then Virgo and Gemini, then Gemini and Virgo's message. So let's read Taurus's. Taurus's messages for August says, feeling like a boss first in order to properly understand how to remain a boss. We have to be a boss first before we make our feelings priority. Beware of not being the best representation of yourself. Responsibilities must be handled first, then possibilities. Trust life past your own judgments. Be here and disagree with others and still connect. Here's Gemini. Gemini's message says, be here and let it be revealed, and keep your emotions out of it, please. Trust in aligning with your environment and connections while trusting yourself. Disagree and still connect with others. Take yourself seriously by not taking emotions serious. Take yourself serious by not taking emotions seriously. So yes, with Gemini's message, I used Aries and Sagittarius' message from July, mixed it in there. Apparently that made more sense for their month. So, and now we have Virgo. It says, feeling in balance this month means we trust balance will be created past perceived setbacks or bad investments. By being a boss through it all, trusting yourself to grow in stillness, we get through the situation. Feeling disconnection means growth is incoming. Yeah. And then I already read Sag's message, so. Unity is the verb of the month for you. This spiritual pressure is perfect for a boss level of trust in your day-to-day and your trust in others. Give good energy for your peace of mind. Okay. Let's get on to these prompts. So, got 3 questions for your month, for your sign, Sag. 3 questions to ask yourself throughout the month that'll help you see what the month is trying to get you to learn. So here's one question. How can I create unity today? The second one is, where is pressure strengthening me? The last question, the last prompt is, what choice protects my peace? This is a way better way to read. It is way better for my channel. You know, my channel is straight game. You know, no wishes, all game. You know, this is all game, all results. No fluff, all results. And it's so simple. So let's get to the first question. It was, how can I create unity today? How can I create unity today? That's a good card. Got Six of Cups reversed, Seven of Swords upright, and then the Devil card. So it looks like unity is created through stillness, because it looks like you have to be in the middle of all these emotions. And here's where, how can you create unity today? Well, it's hard to say. I mean, well, what some of us do isn't in that direction. Some people are highly aware that they're just standing the test of their routines. I mean, it really is funny how to answer this question. Unity gets created for some of us persevering through others not wanting to see, which doesn't make sense to help someone see how bad of a person you are. I mean, it's childish. In fact, you're wasting your life, their life, and you're even more pitiful for just not keeping your time important to you. Like, you're actually wasting your life like it makes you look cool. I'm just glad I don't have to waste my time with this person. So knowing that this happens, you create unity by, unfortunately, letting it be out of your hands. I don't have to deal with that. I won't deal with that. And it's like this person doesn't respect themselves because they just won't be on their own life. They keep playing this game. So I couldn't worry about a person who doesn't take their own life seriously to just live it. They just don't want to live their life. So I guess we'll let them have whatever alternative form of living when they don't live their lives. So the answer is hard because you gotta just keep living life while people purposefully don't live life like it's gonna affect someone. Keep living your life. And this Capricorn, their message for August is their quote, their phrase was to simply stand the test of time. And isn't it funny, sometimes that's the only option you really have? I mean, yeah, it's deceptive, but I feel like this card really had the answer. Like, we can't do anything. If they want to waste their time like it's cool and get nothing out of it, that's their business. I mean, just be glad you don't waste your time like this. So just be grateful that you actually have something you actually want to do with yourself and actually helps you. So yeah, they're only doing it because people allow it to keep going on. But at least you as a person know, I'm legit, so I don't got to care about that. So then the answer about how you create unity today, I think Scorpio's message is actually perfect. Their answer was to, what does love ask me to learn? Let it slide. So you can create unity today by letting this, we're going to use Scorpio's answer, letting it slide. Let this slide. Just let it slide. Let it slide. Because you live life. You take your life seriously. So let them not take themselves seriously like someone else is going to, cry about it. Like, and the fact that they live their lives for someone else's reaction, That in of itself is more than enough. I'm going so long on this one question. Let it slide. That's how you create unity. Let it slide. Let it slide. I let it slide because truly it isn't taking anything away from me. They want to shit in their pants and wait for someone to wipe it and call it cool. I'm just glad I don't feel like them. I'm just glad I don't feel like them. I'm glad I'm not this person. I'm glad I don't want to react like that. And I don't care who they interact with. That's their business to have this wasteful ass interaction that's wasting their lives. That's all this does. Let it slide because it's only wasting their life. That's a perfect phrase. Let it slide because it's only wasting their life. It's only wasting their life. Next question is, where is pressure strengthening me? Where is pressure strengthening me? Yes, some of these things. You start to understand maybe certain things that happen to people are not that surprising. It is not that surprising, actually. Let's get on to the next question. Where is pressure strengthening me? Pressure is strengthening you when you just stay in the situation and see the truth. Now, knowing the truth is you taking action. To know the truth of the situation is action. Now, that's powerful. That is powerful. Because you know what to do. You know what action to take or non-action to take. Knowing the truth is, man, that is action. Where is pressure strengthening me? Let's see, by being still with the truth. It's strengthening you by trusting in the truth of the situation and leaving it at that. It's strengthening you by trusting So leaving it at the truth. So I'm right. Truth equals action. Right action. Truth equals right action. Or no action. Right action / non-action. Okay. What choice protects my peace? choice protects my peace? What choice protects my peace? Want you know to stay still in this emotional fiasco, despite the deception that's evident. You'll know you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I know it's bullshit, so I'm not gonna worry myself. But hey, at least you have something you enjoy doing with your time. What protects my peace? Knowing the truth. So what protects my peace? Letting it slide. Yeah, letting it slide, moving on, moving past deception, letting it slide. You would just feel, well, never mind. Moving past deception and letting it slide, you would feel free. Just the paradox is trying to understand why when you know what it is. So you protect your peace by moving past deception and letting it slide. So Scorpio's answer again, letting it slide. Sometimes I was saying for Leo's video, they have to just take the humiliation, but letting it slide is a way more clear phrase, understandable phrase. Let's get on to the Celtic cross. So it's pretty much, we got this video figured out under 20 minutes. So you are armed with your message. You are armed with your message. Let's do the Celtic cross real quickly. Present energy. Hangman is there. So, yep. In that position, it isn't the greatest card. It just means someone has to go through their cycles until they see the perspective. In that position, you don't see the perspective. You don't see the reason why. The challenge is your flawed reasoning, way you put things together. In that position, it is flawed. Or the inability to just accept that some people would rather operate like this and leave it at that. Detail number 1, detail number 2, detail number 3. So we have Neptune, Taurus, and the moon represents Pisces. So Pisces' message was about knowing you're in good hands, trusting that you are in good hands. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't look up what planet, what sign Neptune is in. I want to say it's still in Aries, though. Which means it will make more sense why just growing and moving forward, you feel like that's too much deception going on. You have to train yourself to be still, even when, situations feel hazy. And here's what's affecting you. So, you know what's going on in this connection. How people see you giving to this situation. Mentality available. Here is the outcome. Best outcome. Mentality available is knowing that is deception, though. Like, despite there is deception, whose side is it? Because now your card's coming out in reverse. So are you putting this out on purpose? Ten of Swords is the outcome. So that's when you're able to like distance your mind from deception or weird shit going on around you. Yeah, so it's clearly understood what this is. I'm so happy I see this for what it is. I'm so happy. Yeah. You no longer give emotion because you know this is what someone's investing. No, they're investing in this behavior. So later, Sagittarius. Neptune being there is interesting though. So most likely that being the present energy. What would that mean for Aries? I gotta look that up. Is it a sense of drive? It's hard to access, right? Is that what it means? Because masculinity is Mars, and Neptune is hazy, hard to access. It suffocates our senses, so you merge your identity. So is it hard to find drive, or the drive needs to be stilled by the ability to let it slide, I guess, let these emotions slide, let these assumptions slide, let it all slide, because it's not clear. Let me get on to the next sign. We're getting on to Capricorn later, Sagittarius. And that reading is very funny because if you're doing deceptive things or just dealing with deceptive people. So, later.